Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the USC Trojans and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Trojans ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Moore to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Still looking to his right. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back's got it on the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on first down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Moore. Look out. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Moore will throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Left side is Moore. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Moore. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
Under pressure. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Rolls right. He's got the back in the middle. He's stopped. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Trojans will go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Trojans have moved it inside the 20. To throw, it's Mayava. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense in press coverage. There he goes.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Drops back, it's Mayava. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The run inside. It's Jordan. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Keeps it on the ground. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick give. It's Hill. He's loose at the 15. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Dante Moore rushes on. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Running inside, it's Hill.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Raiola. They're all over him. Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He's changing the play. Trying to convert the 3rd down. Here's Raiola. Left side is Stewart. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Wants to go up top on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. Rolled his way into the end zone. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Mayava. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st. Lets it fly. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the number 13 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Red Wolves with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. It brings them to 2-2 on the season following a big road win.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Rush, he is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Throws to the tight end. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
Looks it in at the 40. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Raiola. Right side, it's Hill. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got a man, it's Johnson. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action with Raiola. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, USC. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Hill. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Trying to establish the run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking for a crease. It's Price. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring... Second and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide, it's Hooks. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing Raiola. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Piles his way ahead. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Raiola to throw. Looking down the middle. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Ducks. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And here's the return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And this is oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Right side, it's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Push is ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Making the adjustment. Fourth down, Raiola. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Lets it fly. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not gonna make it. And the 4th down gamble backfires.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Motion from the wideout. Raiola. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Oregon. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Hits inside. It's Jordan.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Moving the pocket, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Anderson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Trojans will have it first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure going right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Rush right in his face. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. To the air, it's Mayava. Look out! The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.